Here we go. We are live, people. We are live. So before we start, we gotta do a quick uh what was his iDubbbz, I guess, did a video on Rice Gum making fun of him and did a very good job. It took like a half hour or something like that. And I just wanted to say that way I can put it in the title and I'm not lying. So with that said, that's all we'll say about Rice Gum. Unless Jessica has something to say about Rice Gum. Jessica, do you even know who Rice Gum is? Jessica has decided to not talk.
Okay, you just came through right now. It was it was dead silence. I was like trying to reposition my phone. What did you say?
Really? Okay.
Yes, yes.
No, Rice Gum. You got any thoughts on Rice Gum?
I don't even know who that is.
That's the best. I wish I could be like you.
Well, who is it? Is it it?
It's an Asian skinny little fuck that does diss tracks that are like maybe the worst music ever produced on the earth. And there's a guy named iDubbbz. Apparently he's a cuck because he dates Lacey Green.
And poor him.
Well, Lacey Green puts out a tweet like, since when did cuck become such a bad word? Wow. Yeah. So I tweeted back at it like, oh, I feel bad for her boyfriend. He must be a cuck. Yeah, I guess he did a video on Rice Gum and everybody's like, oh, it's so amazing. So I wanted to put that in the title so we could get the clicks from it.
Oh, okay. All of these rabid fans.
Yeah. So we started the show off with that. And now we can go into adult things and things that actually matter.
So the Marvel comic books then.
Hey, there's a good place to start. What the hell?
Or no, I guess we should talk first about the shooting.
The dead people?
Yeah.
Borrow Boy Woods, Spencer Jones, Jacob, Drunk. What's going on, buddy? Kekistan. What's going on, everybody, in the comment section? We look here and there, but we're not that good to talk and read at the same time. Well, I'm not, at least. Maybe Jessica is.
I don't actually have access to the chat.
Well, good, because that way. Why don't you have access to the chat?
Because I only have my phone right now. I'm trying this in my car, and it's really weird.
Why
I'm sitting in my car in the dark like a weirdo? Because I was like in the shop, but the shop's like a metal building, and that's why I was having problems before. So I was like, I'll just sit in my car. Now I feel like a weirdo, shuffling all these papers.
I did security for years, and I'd sit in a car, and I loved it.
Of
course, I had a TV and VCR.
Well, see, I'm used to like walking around when we're doing live streams. Now I'm like just sitting here, and like there's a whole like view around me. Like I feel like exposed to the world. Also, there's bears out here.
I say you got wild animals that will eat you. So.
And it's like all windy and scary looking outside. There's like clouds that are moving fast, just like in a horror movie or like a scary video.
It's 11 o'clock at night. You can see the clouds. You got a nice moon there.
Yeah, there's a big moon tonight. That's also scary. That's a factor.
Everything's terrifying.
Yeah, and then also like I just like hear my voice like crazy because I'm in this car closed up. But anyways, so there was a shooting.
Yeah, somebody took target practice. What do we know about Crazy Man? What was his name?
I don't know.
Pumpkin
Started
or something?
With the P. Pumpkin.
Yeah. That's the kind of.
Did you say pumpkin?
Plumpkin.
Oh, okay.
Plump.
Yeah.
If it was pumpkin, that would be weird. That's a whole conspiracy on itself.
That would be strange. His nickname was.
Yeah, so this guy made millions apparently in real estate, and he worked for Lockheed Martin or something. Not sure what he did there, but he's pretty much a gambler now, and he just kind of stays in hotels rooms. His brother said that he would spend $100,000 in a slot machine in a few hours,
Mm-hmm.
which, I wish I had that
Yeah.
life.
No, so he was probably like really miserable because he had a gambling problem, and people don't really have a gambling problem unless you're, it's like it's a vice. So he lived a miserable life, I'm sure.
Well, is it a gambling
Unless he
problem?
had that like that mail order bride or whatever.
The Filipino girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't married. I don't think. I think they're like. He was
Oh, they
probably just.
weren't.
No, she's probably more like a prostitute, like
Oh my God,
girlfriend.
what?
Well,
No, prostitute. What the hell?
Come on now. She's
You
probably.
don't buy your prostitute a house. I mean, I guess if you're really rich, you do. But
He's
then
apparently he was. But what I meant was like she does things for him, and then he get like a sugar daddy.
that's more accurate, probably.
It's still a prostitution.
Or I
Come
mean,
on.
it could be love.
It
Cynics.
could be. She may love him long time.
It could be true love.
Do you think she knew anything about this?
Probably not. Does she even speak English?
Yeah, she speaks English. Jesus Christ. First of all, she's a Philippine. It's not like Japan or something.
Do they speak English in the Philippines?
Speak English in the Philippines.
Did you know that there's a really well-known like dessert or bread cake or whatever in the Philippines called puto?
Really?
Yep. So that's some funny random information for everyone out there.
I wonder if they heard that word from somewhere else and just didn't know what it meant, so they just put it into, made something into puto, or if they knew what the word meant and
or
still.
It was like, because doesn't the word mean like whore or something?
Yeah, pussy.
Oh, gross. Never mind. That changes my narrative.
At least the way Hispanics say it to me, I think that's what it means.
I thought it meant like crazy bitch or something like that.
No, I think no. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Oh. All right.
Well, England has spotted dick, so.
Mm-hmm.
So the English and the Filipinos can get together and create
a weird food baby of some sort.
How do we get to this?
I have no idea.
Did you see his brother kind of acted a little weird and getting mad about people, I guess, talking about how much money he was spending or something?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't looked into this very much at all.
Oh, yeah. His brother just goes crazy. And he's like, you guys are like mad because he spent all this money. And I'm like, no, they're mad because he killed 54 people.
Are you serious?
Injured 5. Yeah.
Okay, so they probably have like a mental disorder of some sort.
I would not be surprised. I wouldn't. Yeah. It's hard to say that because I mean, this is a pretty traumatic thing, and maybe he's not acting like he usually does.
That's true. And you have a lot of attention on you, and
that's another thing. He like sat outside with reporters for hours for a couple of days at least a couple of days, just talking. Like, dude, you got to shut up.
Yeah.
I think he likes the attention, though.
Probably.
And there was a moment because he's like crying, kind of, but the snot's coming out because he keeps on getting to sniff it back up, which is maybe the worst sound in the world.
It's disgusting, yeah.
But then he like kind of like laughs, snorts, and some snot comes flying out. Yeah, on camera.
Are you serious? Wow.
During NBC News. Jesus.
Yeah. The news are kind of like assholes for, I guess, what's that word? Exploiting?
Are they exploiting
the crazy psycho?
Well, are they doing their job? Isn't that their job though?
No.
No?
No, it reminds me of the hurricane in Florida, where they were asking that one woman, like, how do you feel about blah, blah, blah? And like the woman's answering the questions for a while, and then she just like breaks down, like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Like, we almost died. And the news reporter just kind of like walked away.
Well, I wondered. Well, yeah, they are, but
it goes beyond their job. No, they should be scorned.
It's their
whenever
job.
possible.
It's their job. It sucks, but it's their. And I would like to know if that news lady asked her before they started to interview her if they could interview her, because usually they do.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, like, she was in shock. So as she was like retelling the story, like, it probably dawned on her, like she didn't realize before, like, oh yeah, I'm not in the right place to be doing this.
Right, that could be.
I hate news reporters. Anyways, um, so, like, have you heard, like, people spouting off the whole, like, we just need to take time to love more, blah blah blah, and spread love and all this other bullshit? I've been hearing it on, like, the radio, and I just keep thinking, like, who the fuck do they think they're talking to? Like, is there going to be some crazy out there that's been planning on a mass murder that's, like, all of a sudden, like, hey, you know what? They're right. I'm going to try that.
Right. If somebody just hugged them before, when you guys shoot people, is that what we're suggesting?
Yeah, it's retarded. I hate it. And I also, you know, the other thing I'm starting to really hate is people that go out, like, make it a point to, like, go on Twitter or Facebook and be, like, you know, and mourn it publicly. I don't know why. Yeah. Like, it really irritates me because it's like, you know, obviously it's a terrible thing that happened, but, like, terrible things happen all the time. You know what I mean?
I just want to send my condolences to all the people in Las Vegas. None of those people are going to see your tweet, mister. You're doing it so you can get popularity, so you can get attention from it.
Mm-hmm. And feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm changing the world.
Irritate the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah. I'm also just aggravated being in this car. Could walk around outside, I guess, like a weirdo.
What's going on, Sean? You guys don't got a screened-in porch?
We do, actually.
I say you should in a country like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want your grandpa to hear the crazy stuff you're going to say?
No. Yeah, a little bit.
Well, now I feel bad that I'm, like, forcing you to be in a car and we're doing a live stream.
You did force me too.
I did.
I cried and you just didn't care. You just ignored me.
That does sound like
you will be there. You will be there on time this time. Like, all right. So let me see here. I have other notes.
Well, what do you think? Like Hillary Clinton coming out talking about silencers and somebody else came out was talking about gun control, like
the modifier, and
it was like that. It was Monday that they came out. I mean, it was like trending on Twitter more than the actual shooting was.
Yeah,
is that something that should have been waited on?
Probably. Yeah, it's, you know, they're vultures, and they saw their opportunity and they swooped on it. Now, the funny thing I think about the modifier, from what I've heard, is that, like, it's actually, like, illegal to use it.
Yeah.
But, like, for whatever reason, you could buy it.
Yeah.
You just can't, like, actually put it on the function that it was created for.
I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why they want to ban it. So, like, on one hand, it's like, well, it's kind of like when you go into the smoke shop, like, at a state that doesn't legalize pot, and you see, like, bongs. You know, like, yeah. Oh, especially, yeah. You know what they're there for. It's like, like, so, like, on one hand, like, I don't think it's a big deal if we banned the modifiers, I guess, because, like, they are illegal. But, like, on the other hand, like, I don't want to give the Democrats that, because fuck them.
You would really, when somebody wants to ban something, you really got to look into why they want to ban it. They made this gun to where the only way that you could shoot it is if you had this, it was like a bracelet on. So yeah, that way, you know, people couldn't steal it, I guess. And New Jersey was going to start selling them, but they put in a law that as soon as they started to sell one, after like 60 days, that's the only kind of gun they could sell. So if they want to put a ban on something, maybe it's because that's going to affect something else. And I don't know if that modifier is used for something else that is legal.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about it. I was just thinking it was like their way to, like, to get their base happy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look, we're doing something about gun control.
We're trying, guys.
Yeah, but even though it just seems pointless, really, because I mean, it's already illegal
These
to
hateful
use it. So
Republicans won't let us do it. It's their fault, guys.
us warmongering
Well, people,
Republicans.
there's some things in life that, at least in our lifetime, will probably never change. And people got to get used to it. Gun control is not going to change.
Hopefully not.
Birth murder isn't going to change.
That actually seems to be making headway in America.
I don't
And that
see
was
it.
one of the stories
Oh, was it?
that I was going to bring up today. Yes.
Okay, we can bring that up. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I don't think so. And if I'm wrong on that, boy, they got to start changing people's minds on how they have kids, and we got to start figuring something else out. Like if you go for one abortion, you can't have a kid for like 15 years. You got to get fixed somehow.
Well, I mean, I don't like the government like forcing people to get fixed, but I just think like, make them have the baby.
Yeah, and just have
But
chaos for a while.
We've had this conversation,
Yeah.
Everyone should have the baby if they're pregnant, and then you fix overpopulation by bringing the diseases back.
We have the plan.
Balance is restored. Yeah, so the Trump administration, I don't know if you wanted to move on from the shooting story to the other one.
Whatever you want.
Okay, well, first of all, according to the Red Elephants, only 4 to 7%, according to them, and they cite someone else, I'm sure, but that's where I heard it from, only 4 to 7% of murders are caused by lawful gun owners. So that's just something to throw out there.
Yeah, I saw
some are not.
Yeah,
the problem here.
I saw something about for every so many guns like that sold, only one are used for actually shooting somebody. So like 99.997% of all guns sold are sold to people that are using them the right way.
Mm-hmm. Criminals love it when people they rob don't have guns.
Yeah.
So
Chicago has the strictest gun laws, and
I believe so.
Are they number 2 on murders or 3?
I'm not sure. But
it's between Detroit, Baltimore, and Chicago. They always fight over it. And it's never the same players.
What?
Huh? Never mind. It's never the same players because people are dead. Because never mind.
Oh.
Keep on moving.
Okay, so I just came from a state. It was a red state, and like everyone had guns. Like people that didn't even have holsters just like have them in their pocket, like hanging out. So it's like it was a very big like gun place. And there'd be news stories all the time about like, I think I've shared this before, but it's relevant, so I'll share it again. Of like robberies gone awry because like citizens like in the Burger King would stop the robbery.
Right.
So you're not taking our guns, liberals. You can go fuck yourself.
Well, okay. People forget that we live in a world. It's not just our country. We have a world around us. And some of these people in this world are kind of fucked up and they might want to take over shit. And the reason why they never do is because all of us crazy fucks have guns.
That's right. Just like that one Asian dude said, you can't take over America because behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun.
One of my favorite quotes.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's so true.
I'm not sure which one said that, but he was a bad guy, but made a good point.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was an evil fuck.
Communist or?
Probably. He's Chinese or something. So.
Oh, so, yeah. Sticks something hammer said that mass shooting is like, or gun violence has gone down like 40% or something. It was something like that. So
yeah,
throw that out there. Over the years, it's like it's at an ultimate low. So everyone just calm the fuck down. Like you're more likely to die from like a car crash, I think, than a white man shooting you.
Or, well, the last one before this was a Muslim guy, and before this was a black guy, and before this was a Chinese guy, the college shootings.
Chinese guy?
Yeah, a Vietnamese guy
Wow.
at
Huh.
what was that college? Virginia Tech or something.
Hmm.
I mean,
Did you see that?
he only got like 10 or something, but still.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, he couldn't do it as efficiently as the white man did.
I knew
So,
it. I was waiting for those jokes too.
um, oh, what was I gonna say? Did you see the articles about like something needs to be said about this white man problem, and most violence comes from white men, and
Yeah,
I guess someone like did the numbers, and like they're like claiming white men are responsible for like most of the mass shootings.
yeah.
Um, but like that probably has a lot to do with the fact that we have a really low Muslim population here, and
It does help.
bet I bet if you actually did like the math behind it, like how many like Muslim terrorist bombings we've had versus how their percent, like probably be like over represented. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, people don't even add in like drive-bys or club shootings.
Mm-hmm.
People don't even think that when you hear mass shootings. Chicago has mass shootings like weekly,
Mm-hmm.
not
And the
by white
number
people.
between yeah, and the number between that's probably like astronomical.
Well, and I think one of the tweets I saw was like 54% of all mass shootings were done by white people. So it's the majority. Maybe it's 60 even. But it's not even to the population number where you have blacks that were 16% of the mass shooting, which once again, they're not, I don't think they're counting drive-bys and whatnot. And then I think it was Asians that are only like 3 or 4% of the population that do like 18 to 20% of the shootings. So really, I think it's the
Wow.
Asians we got to watch for.
Oh, but Asian as in like Middle Eastern too, right? Not like East Asians.
Uh, I don't think they like India. I don't think like
Mm-hmm.
them. I think they mean like ninjas, like Chinese throwing stars people.
No, they don't commit crimes, do they?
Mass murders.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
in China though.
No, here in America.
Here?
It's not like we have
No.
shoot. We don't have 100,000 shootings a year. We only have a few shootings. So, like I said, the Virginia Tech guy was an Asian dude. The guy in California was an Asian dude that was a couple years ago or last year.
Oh, wait. The guy in California, wasn't he a HAPA?
I don't know.
Because that's like its own group.
Okay. I don't know.
Because
I'm just
like
reading a
they have like a
tweet.
whole psychological thing behind their situation.
I'm just reading a tweet and acting like it's factual information. This is
I
from
don't think
Twitter
it's
people.
factual at all.
I don't know.
Like you cited like two people.
I know. Well, it's not like I sit here and research all the mass shootings that happen. I can't even think of
You're
that
not
many.
taking this very seriously.
I am
Very
taking
important
it
podcast.
It is. You're the one that's the smart one. Don't you remember how
No, I'm not.
you called me dumb and then had to explain to me that you called me dumb,
Oh, I did too.
which is one of the most fucked up and funny things that I think you've ever done to me.
I had to explain it because it wasn't like I could have been saying, in general. Anyways, okay. So, let me see here.
What's going on, Sean? Your whole hammer thing is just weird. I don't know where that joke is going.
What did he say?
He tweeted me something about how Donald Trump made it legal to kill puppies with a hammer or something.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Oh, was that real? Oh, I thought he was just pulling shit out of his ass.
No, I think I saw your guys' tweet.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Weird.
I was going to Google it, but I was like, no, that's okay.
Hagbar Celine tweeted out a McDonald's flag at half staff, and he said, "R.I.P. Ralphie May."
Aww.
I thought it was a joke. I didn't really realize Ralphie May died. So I put like happy, funny faces all over it and retweeted that something. And then I was like, hey, maybe I should Google it real quick. And yep, he's dead.
Yeah, today's the first day I've ever heard about him. So
Really? Oh, Ralphie's pretty funny.
The McDonald's thing is still pretty hilarious, though. So I don't think you were in the wrong for.
He's a
Reacting the way
comedian.
you
I
did.
get to do that to comedians. It's okay.
Yeah, no. If anyone would appreciate it, a comedian would.
It would be a fat comedian.
They
too,
don't
'cause
like
he was
they don't
huge.
like people crying. That's why they're comedians. Okay, so I think that paper's done. So the Trump administration is trying to make it to where nuns don't have to pay for birth control. I was going to
What?
say that in a mean way, and then I decided not to.
He should have. Come on. We're entertaining how many people? 16 people right now.
No, the animals are watching me from the trees. I just know.
Okay, hold on. My kid just
Oh,
fell.
damn it. Oh.
You okay, baby? Are you okay?
Yeah, I can't say.
Yeah, you gotta watch yourself. Come on.
Ew.
Your butt hurt? Yep, be careful. I got you. I got you.
Okay, so the Trump administration is making it to where like, people that have religious convictions or ideological convictions don't have to pay for their employees' birth control. That was the story. I can't access the chat. Let me try. Oh, sweet. It's letting me. Okay, what the hell's going on in the chat? Ah. All right, let's see here. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Are you talking?
It was. I just accessed your chat.
Okay.
I got some weird commenters.
What?
Nothing?
Are you running somewhere? Is your finger over the talker?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so birth control. Do you have any thoughts on that?
On birth control?
On whether or not companies should be mandated to pay for
Well, that's
their
retarded.
employees?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so that one's covered.
Okay,
Let's
I'll
move
take it. Yes, they should.
No, I mean, I don't personally think there's. Well, okay, so you're just talking about like a person should pay for their own damn birth control. What about like the religious aspect to it
It's still a private
and like
business.
the freedom? Yeah.
I mean, it's just private business. That's the end of the story, really.
Yeah, I agree. It was a stupid story.
No,
Moving on.
It's interesting if you could find somebody that goes the other way. Like, yes, business. I can't find that person. I mean, I can online, but to actually talk to and have a conversation and try to figure out why the hell would you think this?
Oh, that would be either really fun if you're able to troll them because they wouldn't, liberals, they don't have debates. They
No.
just get emotional and like demand their point.
I think that's why trolling is so much fun for so many people. Because it's so easy.
Well, the best is when they don't know you're trolling them. If you can manage that, that's awesome. Like, not obviously, because that's what trolling is, but making fun of them, Moving
I'm
on.
bad at that. So I like them to know that I'm making fun of them. I hold up cue cards and everything.
Wow. Saying, I'm making fun of you, dumbass. Lights going off around it. Okay, so Swedish Man-Free Music Festival is organized in response to rising number of sex assaults reaches its funding goal. That was a one I found. I forgot to share it with you though. So
say again.
Okay, so the Swedes, the crazy women in Sweden, have planned this man-free music festival.
Well, with all the Muslims.
Yeah. It should be a Muslim-free music festival.
Is that, it's Sweden. It's okay to say no to all men, but not certain shades of color of men, I guess.
Well, specifically, you could say, like, you could call white men bad. But if you, like, at all acknowledge like the influx of these assaults are refugees from like the Middle East or whatever, that's not okay. They're hypocritical. They're assholes.
Yeah, Sweden's going to disappear sooner or later.
It's terrible.
A lot of the European, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Why would you keep on bringing these people in? These people? What do you mean these people? But why would you keep on bringing in people not from your country instead of just fixing where they're from? I mean, at what point does people sit there and go, okay, wait a minute. There's land over there. How about we just move over there and just move them all the way over here? We'll just switch.
What?
Just move everybody from the Middle East into Europe and take all the whiteys from Europe and put them in the Middle East.
Oh, dear God, no.
They're taking it out anyways.
No, because they're leaving a shit ton of other people behind. It's just they breed so much, they're able to like expand out. I don't know why they're doing that, and some of the leaders get like some kind of sick pleasure from like literally displacing their people. It's like those leaders, those women leaders in Sweden that were what were they doing? They were signing some bill into like to get the refugees in, and they talked about how great it'll be that Sweden will no longer be white soon.
Yeah.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden came out and said, he was also signing in a thing to bring in more immigrants and whatnot. He said, pretty soon no one will look like I am, and that's a good thing.
How much of it is like a political ploy? How much of it is I want to feel good about myself, so I'm going to do things that make me feel good, like I'm really helping these people?
No, but why would they need to say that their country will no longer look like them or be white?
Because that's how Democrats are.
That's just evil.
The whole idea for the Democrats is that we will bring in a bunch of people and that we'll show them that we're the good guys, and then they'll vote for us. So the more that we can bring in, the more that we'll get the votes, and sooner or later we'll get as many votes as we need.
Yeah, but in specifically stating that you're replacing or taking out the white race in your country is to indicate, and saying it's a good thing is to indicate that white people are a bad thing. That, and that it's good that they'll no longer be there.
Yeah. These are elite people that don't really live in reality, I don't think.
But they're controlling things. So.
Right. And they might have an idea of, well, my family will be okay. We'll always be in power. We'll always have somebody because we got all this money. Or maybe I'm just stupid and they're just idiots and they hate white people, and who knows?
Well, there's the whole JQ situation.
Yeah, those damn JQs.
Yeah, and Barbara Specter going out there and like advocating for, the Muslification of Europe, and that Harvard professor who wrote about annihilating the white race. There seems to be a lot of professors and journalists that revel in the idea of annihilating the white race.
Yeah. Yeah, you do see a lot of those. A lot of them get fired.
That's only recently, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like within this year when they got the pushback.
At least it finally happened. At least it finally started.
It's true.
Time, Jessica. Everything, you gotta give everything time.
Yeah, but then there's like the, you kind of like want a catalyst, so that way you could like, clean house. You got a bunch of shitheads in power. So I don't know if I'm really happy that they're somewhat fixing the situation, but not.
I just realized how to figure out who's in the chat room talking. I've been doing live streams for like a year, and I just figured this out. We only have Snow Screen, Sean G, Jacob, Drunk still here. The Pluribus.
It tells you who's chatting, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have 15 watchers, but only 2, 4, 6 of them are talking. And Sarmangles? That's a hard one. CZAR? God, you guys gotta have simpler names to talk here. OME the cow. Anyways.
So did you hear this happened? Oh God, I think it was this year. It might have been just last year. Oh yeah, it was this last New Year's in Cologne, Germany. So you remember the Cologne mass rapes that happened because of the immigrants?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, also, oh damn it, my headphones are falling. Everything's a mess right now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I forgive you. Okay, so in Sweden, let's see here. They had, I think this was in 2016. They had, at this one concert, 80 women were reported sexually assaulted and, like, mugged or something like that. Oh, no, that was in the Cologne. Son of a bitch. Okay, no. In Sweden, 5 rapes occurred and 40 sexual molestations at the Swedish concerts, right? And the youngest one was 12. So, like, it's obvious everyone knows where these assaults are coming from, right?
Yeah.
So last New Year's Eve, the police in Cologne, Germany decided to racially profile people before they came in and to make sure, like, there weren't any warrants for their arrest or making sure they didn't hold anything. And they got a shit ton of pushback for that, right?
Of course it is.
And
well, how'd they figure out that they were doing that? Did they tell them, or did somebody just sit there and how did they know that they were racial profiling?
I'm assuming that, like, in the entry point was like there was like different lines, and like probably one line where they were directing all the Middle Easterners. Yeah, so they were like this huge line of them. I'm assuming that's what happened.
It's not a good way to do it, guys.
Well, you know what, though? He didn't care. I think this is like the chief or something that said this. He said, I reject this negative criticism. We have decided to take these measures as we had insights. We observed the situation together with the federal state police, and we have seen a highly aggressive group of men out of nowhere. And this is why we have decided to implement our security concepts as previously decided. He says, our experiences from last New Year's Eve and previous raids that took place showed we needed to check those people. They were not gray-haired older men, nor blonde young women, he added. Nor white men. I should add myself. Let's see here. And then, So, some spokesperson said, our New Year's Eve in Cologne was cheerful and safe, said Gregor. This turned out to be a success. The citizens of Cologne and our guests from all over the world reclaimed the places and streets around the cathedral. So sometimes racially profiling works, or maybe like most of the time it works. It's a thing for a reason.
It's like anywhere you hear about a large influx of refugees from that area, it's rapes go up, crime goes up. I mean, just in general.
Well, they come from a completely different culture. They don't have the same laws as we do. Like, why did they think that like the soil was going to like magically change them?
Yeah. Okay, it's just depressing that politicians just seem like don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. And people are retarded, and they're just like, oh, let's have a love concert. That'll fix things. Like we're in fucking Whoville or something. Retarded. It makes me insane. Okay, so Marvel is teaming up with one of the biggest arms manufacturers in the world, and fans are upset about it. Northrop Grumman, they are the leading global security company specializing in autonomous systems, cyber, C4ISR, logistics, and strike, whatever the hell that is.
That sounds like the evil characters in each one of their fucking comic books.
It gets so much better too.
Up with them.
Oh, it's so funny. Let's see here. So the thing that makes it really funny, well, this part makes it kind of hypocritical. Okay, so is Tony Stark actually Iron Man, or is that the actor that plays Iron Man?
What?
Tony Stark.
Yeah, it's the make believe character that turns into Iron Man.
Okay, so they had him stop selling weapons, which was his family's longtime business, because he realizes he's not saving lives, he's destroying them.
Yeah.
And they did this for sensitivity reasons following the Las Vegas shooting. So it's kind of funny. Did they?
Yeah, I want to say the movie was like about that.
Huh. Well, it's kind of funny that they're saying that, but then they team up with this huge arms manufacturer
who I'm sure has those weapons that the guy used.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, in fact, yeah, they actually produced the weapons, the B-2 Spirit, that the U.S. used to bomb Kosovo and the Middle East. So it's kind of American, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do, you know. Yeah, let's see here. So Marvel has released a comic book starring a new team of heroes who work for the Northrop Gunman Group, called the Northrop Gunman Elite. So they're writing it into their comic books, right? Now, in the comic books, they have this little ad that features photos of the fictional Stark Industries paired with the real images of Northrop Group, like right next to each other, with a text that reads "Dream versus Reality." So when kids see the comic book and they see these kids that work, you know, these heroes that work for this company, they then in the ad they have, you know, the visual representation of like, oh, I could do this in real life. I could be a superhero.
Yeah.
So it's like The Simpsons, when the military used that boy band to subliminally get people to join the Navy.
Our military does some shit like that anyways.
This seems like so in your face, though. It's like they don't even have to try to.
Yeah, this is in your face.
Gonna like.
Marvel doesn't need the money, do they? I mean, they kind of got a few movies out, don't they?
Yeah, Stan Lee got like doing pretty well.
Stan Lee has to be Scrooge McDuckin at this time, just diving in a big old vault of money,
and probably like batshit crazy.
Well, I'm sure he was crazy already. He never really seemed like the guy that was level-headed. I'm sure he's that comic. He was that. Well, I can't say comic book nerd because he kind of invented it, but he was probably that nerd in school that got picked on, and because he was playing LARPing in the park
playground.
Yeah.
Or the park. Yeah.
Was LARPing back then even? That dude's old.
They didn't call it that, I don't think. I remember I just discovered LARPing probably about 4 years ago.
Did you go LARPing? Please tell me.
I really wanted to so bad, but my sister was like, "You better not."
It looks like they're having a lot of fun, right?
Dude, it looks like so much fun. They like, it depends on like where you go, but I guess they have like full weekend outings. Yeah. You go to like this plantation in the woods, and like they have a whole system. They have a whole system of like points and how you die, and like coins, and they have a tavern, and everyone is so into it. You have to dress the part. Wow, you can create your own character. I really did. I really wanted to do this, but I wasn't able to.
Yeah, it
looks so fucking cool.
Role playing. Some people like to role play.
Yep.
But they always seem to like having fun, and everybody makes fun of them. And all I could sit there and think, well, you're making fun of them, but they look like they're having a blast.
Yeah, they don't care. Nerds don't care. You know what I mean? They're used to that.
They get home.
No, none of the nerds that I've known. Not that I know that many.
They cry. They go in their basement. And
is that what you're wishing? Like,
grab their
you make fun of the nerds, and you're just like, oh, you're going home to cry, aren't you? My day is done. I've known a lot of nerds. They're actually very happy people.
They are.
And they're kind of wild in that way. You wouldn't think they would be.
Oh, yeah. You got stories? Sounds like you got stories.
No, I just know a lot of them, and they're a bit weird. I had a lot of nerd friends.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not that I'm a nerd though, but I was the bully of their bully. So.
Oh, you protected the nerds.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could remember names in movies and stuff to do references, but I never can. Ogre, that's his name. You're the ogre of.
No.
Yeah, Ogre
I'm
was
like
the Revenge of the Nerds guy who always picked on him, but then turned into like their bodyguard.
But I never picked on them.
Sure, you did. You know you did.
No.
Never.
In my life.
Okay.
Maybe one time.
Okay.
Actually, there was this one time I was at the library, and there was this one, like there was these like this pairing, this nerd pairing. These two kids that like were always together, and they were just weird, and like because one was a Mormon, and the other one was like just really quiet. I think his family just came here from like Japan or something. So, anyways, they were best friends. Like everyone else, like stayed away from them, like they were, you know, whatever. I was in the library though, and I was reading this one book. This was like third grade. And one of them came over and he read over my shoulder. He's like, "Oh, I really like that book." And I'm all like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." And then my friend like pointed like all like dramatically, "Jessica, look out! Look behind you!" And then like I feel really bad because then like everyone was staring and I was like, "Ew, get away from me!" And I closed my book. And he like looked down and he walked away. Like I always regret that.
You gave in to the peer pressure.
I did. And then those friends wound up being complete assholes to me, and I got my revenge on them.
That kid went home and cried in his basement.
No, he didn't give a fuck. I'm telling you, nerds don't fucking care.
You say that.
Or the isolated nerds care. But the ones that have like a nice group of other nerds, like they have like very carefree lives.
I want to bet if you ran into a nerd group and you took just one of them and gave them the opportunity to join the popular crying. Group. No, not start crying. I'm trying to be a good guy here. And you're still trying.
Like, when you take him out of the group, you start asking him, "You're really miserable, aren't you? you have a really shitty life." "Oh, I'm sorry." You can talk about it.
You can let me know. I'm your friend.
Here, have a beer.
Can I tape you when you cry? Is that okay?
Jeez.
I got this YouTube channel.
You could be a star. Anyways,
All right, enough picking on the nerds.
I actually have a nerd story that resulted in me getting arrested once.
Oh, we got to hear this.
It's kind of, I don't know how entertaining it is.
Oh.
But oh, never mind.
Well, lie then and make it entertaining.
Okay.
Dinosaurs and stuff.
So I was 16 years old, and this was like during my crazy time where I was like drinking and whatnot. And I went with one of my nerd friends to her nerd group. And these people thought it would be fun, like it was like a Friday night. And so like their idea of fun was to rent like a hotel room and drink and watch an ER marathon.
It was going so good.
I was like, what the fuck? So being who I was at the time, like I was like, I'm not gonna say I was an asshole. I learned from my dad, like, I don't know. I drank all their beer. And then I was like, well, I gotta go, guys. Bye. And they're like, oh, thanks for coming by, Jessica. And I like left because like they were nerds and they were watching ER. Like they deserve beer. That was what the fuck.
They you really doing with
your life. So anyways, I leave the hotel room and I have to walk back home. And I'm like clear across town. And so I'm walking and there was this one guy across the street that whistled at me. Now, okay, I'm kind of a user at 16. Like, I mean, like I'll use people that I think are going to use me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or also that I consider punks. Because that's just how I was. That was just the group I was in at 16. I'm not proud of myself for it. So anyways, this one guy, he whistled at me and he called me over. And I knew what he was thinking. But I was going to like fucking get him to buy me beer and leave again like I did to the other group. So I walk up to him, I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he's all like, oh, I shouldn't reveal this shit about myself. Anyways, I don't care. He's all like, hey, want to hang out? I was like, sure. You got some pot, you know? And he's like, oh, I do. Now, this is one of the reasons why I believe in the Lord, because he always watched over me. It's true, Ryan. He did. Anyways, so I'm walking with him, and we're actually walking down this alleyway because I was a retarded 16-year-old on drugs. And we're going to go to his house. And then all of a sudden, there was this light that was like, it's like 2 a.m., mind you. So there's this light that's flashing like at us, and I look over, and it's the cops. Now, back in this time, I was like an anarchist, and I didn't believe that the cops had any right to tell me what to do or stop me. So they get out of the car, and I throw a big, fit about like how like, fuck you cops. You can't make me carry an ID. You can't stop me, blah, blah, blah.
Were you like noticeably drunk at this point?
Oh, probably. And I was very aggressive. I was a very aggressive person. So they slam me on the ground, of course, and I cut open my foot. And then the one guy, they're just like, why don't you go ahead and leave? And the guy looked all fucking freaked out, like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, calm down. Anyway, so they throw me in the back of the police car, right? And they drive me to the police station. And I'm standing there, not sitting there in the office. And the one cop gets really frustrated because he's trying to get my name. Like, they know that I'm a minor. And I won't tell him because I'm like, fuck you. You have to let me leave. This is a free country. You can't tell me what you blah, blah, blah. A bunch of nonsense, right?
I'm a lawyer, damn it.
Well, like, no, like, I had a point to make. And hold on a minute. So the cop gets so fucking frustrated with me and, like, because my jabbering on and that I wouldn't sit down, that he actually walks up to me and he takes me by the throat and he chokes me while lifting me up a little bit.
Oh, what?
But, like, to me at that time was nothing. And, like, through, like, a gargled voice, I asked him if he felt like a big man. And he looked so fucking freaked out that he just, like, immediately, like, dropped me. Like let go and, like, walked back and sat down. And then, like, he played, like, good cop for a while. And then I had to go to the bathroom. And so I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. So you're going to have to let me go. And he's like, I'm not going to let you go to the bathroom until you give me your name. And it was like a standoff in which I had to lose because I had to go to the bathroom. And so I gave him my name.
Piss on yourself.
No, ew. And my mom came down, picked me up. And, like, at the end of the day, they only just, like, cited me for having cigarettes.
Really?
So, mm-hmm.
And what do you get for that? Is that a ticket?
Yeah, I think you have to pay a fine or, like, it's community service or something.
Really?
Yeah.
They can get you for a minor in possession. You had a wild teenage life, huh?
I really did, yeah.
And then you mellowed the hell out.
Oh yeah, I found the Lord.
Now you get mad when people call other people dumb.
What?
Now you get mad when people call other people dumb.
I don't get mad.
Okay?
I get uncomfortable
Because
it's sad. You should only call other people dumb if they're being an asshole.
Don't call actual dumb people dumb.
No, that's unpolite. That's, that's not how society runs, Ryan.
Well, it should. And your story brought up
you're just gonna, like, tell random people they're dumb just because they are.
No, if they do something dumb.
I just want you to know, like, give them a sticker you can put on, like, on their shirt.
I should do that. I want to do that now.
Make
punched so many times.
That would be cool, actually.
Just walk up. Here you go.
Just place it right there.
You're special. So your story brought up a story that I had read. Maybe it was last week. I don't know if you want to talk about it. It's maybe not a girl thing to talk about. But these cops pulled over these. I don't know if it's a carload of people. Yeah, it was a carload of people. One of the girls was drunk, so they took her, and it was an unmarked van, and they put her in the van. They were going to take her down to the precinct, and she says that they pulled off to the alley and raped her, and as soon as they were done, they let her go, and she went straight to the hospital, where the hospital did a rape kit thing and found that she was, well, at least had sex. I'm not sure if they can tell if it was rape, but at least
they should be able to, because there should be, like, abrasions and whatnot.
Well, maybe it was just rough. Maybe,
I guess.
I mean, is that not a possible thing? I don't know how
No,
rape works.
because
Never been involved.
well, you know it's rape because she's not down there. Is not okay. It's not ready. You know what I mean? So that's why there's abrasions. So it
Well,
wouldn't just be rough that would cause that. It would be like forced.
Well, no, she wasn't like a virgin.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Do you really not get what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be specific.
I wish you would be. But yeah, I think I got you. But the story has a twist here where the cops say, which surprised me, but the cops come out and go, yeah, we had sex with her, but she offered it, so we want to take her to jail. And now she's saying, oh, they raped me. And then they go to her Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and she has all these like slutty pictures up.
Well, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like bathing suits, popping your ass out, doing sexual things. Oh, no, that's
wow.
Not, yeah, she wasn't like
that. Looks really bad for her. Yeah,
but given that face. And,
well, there is that possibility. I mean, that does happen a lot. I think it's like, well, I think it's 7%, but that's only like those that they the person actually admitted was like a false rape allegation. So it does happen, but rape also happens. So I mean, who fucking knows?
How good is I keep hearing that the lie detector tests are actually really accurate, and then I hear other people like, well, no, you can do things, so it's not. Steve Wilkos. That's what I've heard. Yeah. Steve Wilkos promised me though. And he's on TV. I don't see why Steve would lie to me.
I cannot stand that fucking show. That is the worst show in the whole world.
Oh, I love
you
that
watch
show.
that garbage?
It's the crazy
like, at
people.
Least, yeah, but it's the crazy like really bad people that do really bad things.
Yeah, and they get caught.
At least yeah, but like okay, so it's basically like, so here's a dude that did something like to this kid, and now we're gonna watch this bald man scream in his face for like half hour.
Well, the audience gets the boo.
Oh my
That's
God.
important.
At least with Jerry Springer, it's just like out of control, stupid,
But those are like made up.
Some of them are. Some of them aren't.
Like 90% are fake.
The guy that married his pillow, and his girlfriend didn't know about it or something.
See, come on, man.
That was Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer. At least I can understand, but it's garbage TV. Oh my God, no one should watch it. It's just like TMZ. I got into a spout like a couple years ago where I started watching it. I didn't like it, but I was watching it, and then you kind of get used to watching it. But it's just garbage TV.
Well, as long as you know it's garbage TV and you can separate yourself from like getting into it.
I think it'll pull you in.
Not me. No.
And then before you know, it's like a soap opera. You're like, what's next?
Yeah, to a lot of people, yeah, you're right. Especially young kids.
I mean, that's how TMZ was to me. I was like, oh, I gotta go watch TMZ. And then I always felt so bad about myself for watching it. Because I knew it was like garbage,
Like you just ate a whole cake, but you can't throw this
exactly. Wow.
It's stuck in your brain forever. Yeah, you already said exactly.
No. What?
How could people do that?
What?
Throwing up on purpose.
I tried it. I tried it when I was 13 because I had a friend that did that. But you know what I realized is that like it's not just food that tastes good, but it's the feeling of being full that tastes good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the whole thing.
The whole experience.
And like not only that, but like they ruin their throat. Like they'll have like esophagus problems and really fucked up health problems and teeth. I don't know why. I mean,
that's stomach enamel or stomach acid coming up, eating the enamel. I hate throwing. I'll do everything I can not to throw up.
Me too. Yes, I hate it. And actually 13 years ago, I was really sick, and I like prayed to the Lord, like, just don't let me throw up, please, just don't let me throw up. And I swear that yes, He granted me that, and it was like that for many, many years. And then like I got really sick this other time, and I realized like if only I could just throw up, because like sometimes you just need to feel better, Yeah. And so I was like, never mind, God, and then He undid it. I swear, I'm not fucking around.
I wish I had the card you had with God, man.
I don't know what it is.
You're a great person.
He's taking that card away from me now, though.
Nah, you're good.
So did you hear about the Japanese broadcaster 31 dies after working 159 hours of overtime?
in a what? In a month?
I don't know. Like, I guess straight through. She got like little naps or something on her break. I have no idea.
That'd be like 8 straight days of working.
Yeah. No, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, they are bad.
They're in fact, I don't know if it's Japan or in China, but they actually have so many deaths by overwork exhaustion. There's a specific name for it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't surprise me.
Everyone should be real grateful they live in America that do, and I'm sorry to those that don't.
And all of you
out
people
there that are listening
right now and have a computer or iPhones or phones in general, you endorse slave labor, child labor at that, so you feel terrible about yourselves. You evil, evil everybody.
Or just embrace it and be like, yeah, go America.
Jesus
It's the American way. I'm going to buy more stuff.
Slave labor is the American way, damn it.
You know what? I'll tell you. Okay, do you ever watch John Stossel?
I like him. I don't get to catch very many of his stuff, but yeah, I do like him.
I used to watch him a lot when I was a kid. And I remember this interview he did, or this thing he did, where apparently like these warehouses, these factories, these child labor factories, and like in poor countries were actually a good thing. Because otherwise, when they took the factories away, like the girls had to go into prostitution, like the young girls, and the boys like went into like army stuff. So like to us, we think it's slave labor or child labor, but like to them, like that couple of cents like goes a long way in their
as crazy as it sounds, that is fucking true. I mean, you got like 1 billion people that live in your city. They need work. And, if it was like America, there wouldn't be a whole lot of fucking jobs. So you got to, somebody has to be the bitch. And unfortunately, you fell out in the wrong country.
I know. Isn't that nice? Like, no, I'm going to shut up now. I'm feeling God's going to punish.
It is.
It's like, I won the lottery.
It is a complete roll of the dice. And how lucky are you? And how many of us even acknowledge or even every day realize
appreciate it.
Yeah, how appreciative should we be that we don't have to worry about drinking the fucking water and dying?
Well, I mean, unless you're in what's that city that had the brown water and the
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, I'm just bringing him up to be a dick, but
that still isn't fixed. I understand it's a huge problem. I get it.
Now, isn't that a city problem? Like, like people want to blame white supremacy for that, but no, that was like city structural, like bad management, right?
Yeah, it was one guy, the mayor, whoever, governor, whoever. No, probably mayor. He thought, hey, why are we paying this city over here all this money for the water when we have this lake over here that we can just get the water from that? So that's what they did. They got the water from that. They didn't know that there was stuff in the water that corroded the pipes, that like asbestos or
wow.
Yeah, it was something crazy. And it just went through the whole city. Well, maybe the poor areas.
Well, now that's like suspicious.
Like the richer areas were upgraded. Their pipes weren't the same because it was built in later. The poor areas in any city is usually going to be the older part of the city.
Yeah, and they actually deserve it because like they make the money, and so that part of the
poor
town.
People deserve to be poisoned?
No, they don't deserve to be poisoned, but the rich people deserve their better streets because they're paying more in taxes, right? And so that's why their portion of the city looks better.
And that's why
you gotta produce if you want something in this life.
And when you say produce, it's not like you got to start a business. You can just work your ass off. You can go to McDonald's and
be responsible with it,
and then go, to a bagging, go stock shelves somewhere. You don't have to be smart, but if you want to make money, you're going to have to do some labor.
Yeah, God, I don't remember what it was exactly, but like I heard someone say like if you want to be rich, you just have to dedicate yourself to whatever job you have.
Yeah,
like
whatever.
100% dedicate yourself you're going to work as much as possible, and then, you'll climb the ranks. But if you're going to do it half-assed, then I think we're saying the same thing over and over again.
You can start off as a burger flipper at McDonald's, and within a year start managing it and make 60, 80 grand a year.
Dude, when I worked at Walmart as a truck unloader, I acted like that was the most important job in the whole world. I would show up to work like a half hour early just to like get ready, like brush out my hair and everything. And I took it so seriously. And like, because I was trained, like, you never not work. Let's say the truck has been unloaded and you're waiting for a pallet to come to like palletize or whatever. You don't just stand around. You like start cleaning up around, your station. Because if a manager walks by, he doesn't know that you just unloaded a truck. He just sees you standing there and like, that's who he thinks you are.
Right.
So I would take my job so fucking serious, and people mocked me because I was only making
I bet I would
wage.
hate you.
Yeah, they did. Like, people hated me.
Knock it off. You're making us look bad.
Oh yeah, they hated me because of that. And like, I get praised all the time because I never be late and I never call off.
That's how you should be. That's how kids should. That's not how they are now, but that's how they should be.
Yeah. I'm working now. I love it.
Yeah, how's that going?
I'm back in my zone. It's great.
Just nice to have a place to go every day and make a couple dollars.
Yeah, and to like I feel like I shine at work. And so it's nice to like feel productive, make money, and Is this your job, or are you still going to get a job? This is a it's not that reliable. So it's part-time, and it's also kind of like as needed. Right. So yeah, I have to get a full-time job. But the cool thing is that when I get a full-time job, I'll also have this part-time job. So I'm going to be making all kinds of money. I'm going to be rich.
That's sweet. I like rich people. Be
super sweet.
Because I want to put the
I'm going to be a miser though. I'm going to get a bunch of like rich people stuff, and I won't share it with anybody. I'll just like use it in front of them.
See what I got? See, you can't have it, dude. It's mine.
God punishes me every time I do something like that, so I can't.
Well, if you have a straight line where he can make you not throw up, you should get punished for shit like that.
I know. I'm not even kidding you. It does. It happens all the time. I have another story. I don't know if you know.
This is your show. You can tell whatever stories you want to tell.
Well, this one's kind of like, it's kind of a personal story, but not really.
Well,
so
it's up to you. I'm not forcing it out of you.
Well, I don't know if it's like, that's uncouth to share. I don't know. I had a terrible situation with my soon-to-be ex-husband's girlfriend. Or not girlfriend. Oh my God, that'd be weird. His ex-girlfriend is the mother of his kids. She was crazy. And I hope she's not listening, because now she's going to make my life hell. She's that kind that she would. I swear, she's still like lying in wait. But anyway, so this is like after like being married for like a year. And we take the kids to this restaurant because it's my birthday or whatever. And the youngest, now this is March in California, so it's actually a warm day. And for whatever reason, their mom bundled the youngest up in this snow jacket. And she took the jacket off while she was in the bathroom. And we didn't even realize she took the jacket off. And, whatever. We had a nice time at the restaurant. And we dropped them back off at home. She calls later and she's like, I need that jacket. Where's the jacket? I'm coming over there. She had made our lives living hell, right? Because she, whatever. Bullshit drama. I tell her, you better not come over here. You need to stay the fuck away from my house. She shows up anyways. And at this point, I had finally had enough. And so I'm going to have a confrontation with her. And I go outside and she's flying off the handle. And I'm like, you're a crazy bitch and you need to leave. And she's like, I'm going to call the police. I was like, oh my God, please call the police. Let them know what a crazy bitch you are. And she actually takes her kids, all three of them. And the youngest one at this time was 3 years old. She takes them to the police station. And she picks up the youngest one and shaking the youngest daughter at the police. This is what the kids told me later. At the police, saying, this is how she dropped my daughter off. Because she wasn't wearing shoes, I guess. Like, she held her shoes instead of, like, wearing them. And, like, she didn't think to put her child's shoes back on. She's like, let's just go to the police station. Anyways, so the police show up in my house to investigate child neglect.
Oh, geez.
And she shows up, and it's not just her in her van across the street. She's got buddies with her in a car. and they're all like standing outside watching as the police come to my house. So I go outside and I'm like, you know, what's going on? They're like, ma'am, do you have the jacket? And they're like shining the light in my fucking face. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We're here investigating child neglect. And I was like, holy shit. So I call my mom, and my mom calls our attorney, and he calls the police chief or whatever. And so as it's getting handled, I'm outside, right? And as it's getting handled, they're standing out there, and the kids are in the van. Now by this time it's like 11 p.m. And the one cop was like giving me like shit, like, you know, oh, you know, you shouldn't drop kids off, you know, at night without a jacket. And I was like, well, we didn't know she took off her snow fucking jacket. It's also March in Southern California. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. She's got them in that car by themselves. It's 11. They have school tomorrow. Like, isn't that neglect? They're not. And he's all, the car's running. They probably have the heater on. I'm like, okay, well, they have like these young kids in the car while it's running, and they're not in the car. Isn't that a bad idea? And he didn't know what to say about that. So anyways, oh, hold on a minute. The police chief calls them up and is like, what the fuck's the matter with you retards? Like, get out of there. That's a civil matter. And my mom calls me and tells me that, like, the police chief, like, you know, ripped them a new asshole or whatever. So I had this moment of, like, glee, like, ha ha ha, I won. And, like, I gave that woman, like, this look of, like, and I pranced to the house, right? And then I went to open the door, and I realized I locked myself out of the house.
Face planted in the door as you're prancing.
I'm telling you. Yeah, God does not let me win in that way. I'm not allowed to.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I guess you could call it hilarious.
That is. It's
yeah,
you won
every
and
fucking
lost
time.
within moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I shouldn't have gloated.
That's like, there's like animators that could draw things as you're telling a story. This is one of those times. You got the greatest stories.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, they usually involve the cops.
They always do. Isn't that weird? And now, like, I'm like a big cop supporter. It's been so weird to like transition to that. To
renegade into the
yeah.
backer.
Like, if I'm like, you know, defending the police, like we should know, like, we're in a fucked up situation where it's gotten really bad as far as, like, you know, anti-police rhetoric. Well, also though, like, I became an adult and I realized, like, oh, the police are pretty cool.
That's what I would hope most people, you know, when you're younger, I kind of get the whole rebellion, you know, you can't tell me, I just got out of my parents' house, so you can't tell me what to do. I'm free. And then once you hit like 30, you realize, oh, I might need to call these motherfuckers. Like, I was kind of a dumbass.
Well, like, you need law and order in society. There are bad people out there.
Have you ever called the cops for your, you know, because you needed them?
No. Nope. Can't say I have.
Other than my car getting broken into, and I just need them because my insurance said, hey, we need a police report. But
yeah, I think, well, I mean, I got hit. I get hit by cars all the time when I'm driving. It's happened to me like 5 times in my life.
Jeez.
Where my car's been totaled by some asshole that just like flies out of nowhere. And yeah, like, I haven't had to call the police for that. One lady hit me while I was like at a stop sign, and I just gotten back from the beach, right? So like, I'm kind of like in La La Land. Like, if you're in the waves for like hours, like, you just have like that feeling of like being in the waves. It's weird. But all of a sudden, like, I'm in my car, and all of a sudden I'm like reclined in my car. And it took me a minute to process, like, oh, I was just like hit. So the lady, like, I had this a Buick. So it was this huge like boat of a car. And she totaled it though. Like, her car was like, the trunk was gone. Not gone, but, you know, it's smashed in.
Yeah.
And she tries to drive away. And like, I had to like actually stop in front of her car and stop her. And of course she was on the phone.
Of course.
She wasn't an American, by the way.
I was going to say that. Is she legal?
I want to say she was some kind of Asian.
Oh, she's probably legal then. Oh,
no, maybe.
They ship them over here, right?
They do.
That's crazy.
They're very efficient too. Like they're stackable, so they can ship a lot of them over.
See, I'm supposed to make these jokes, Jessica. You're the good person. I'm you. I was going to lunch with a friend of mine, and she was driving, and we were like a block away from where we were going. We were talking, and she was looking at me. And while she was looking at me, I was looking forward, and I saw this truck in front of us, and I noticed that I didn't feel the car slowing down. So I decided to look over to her to ask her if she's going to stop, and that's when I realized that she's just staring at me and has no idea what's going on. So I say, stop, and she slams on the brakes, but we still hit the truck in front of us and fucked her car up bad. But we hit the truck, and the truck takes a left real fast through a laundromat and just hauls ass. We're like, what the fuck? And we see a lady outside with a basket of laundry just looking as this truck hauls ass, and she's like waving at him. And we're like, oh, he's illegal. And we just got in a car wreck, so he took off. That part of the neighborhood.
Fucking illegals.
That part of the city, it's pretty common for, well, not common, it's probably not the right word, but not surprising. But the look on the had to be the wife's face.
Did you think he just bailed on her?
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, where I come from, like, illegals were everywhere. I worked with like tons of them.
Well, there's news reports that are talking that people that work in South California, that you got to be bilingual, and most like Americans are not, so they hire illegals all the time.
Yeah,
and the illegals can barely speak English.
It doesn't matter, not to them.
Well, you can figure that out, I guess.
Yeah, California's screwed. Southern California's gone.
Yeah. I always thought that ever since I was a kid, though. But obviously it's worse now. Yeah. I never had a positive look on California.
I worked for Pentel, the pen packaging company, and everyone there were basically illegals. Like all of them.
Really?
And like in the bathroom was a sign saying, please flush the toilet paper. That's how bad it was. Because Mexicans are afraid to flush toilet paper because they don't have good sewer systems, you know. So anyways. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
So they throw what? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, I guess you're not from Southern California. Why would you know that?
That's why I must hate California. God told me you hate it for a reason.
Yeah. You'll find out later.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Yeah, well, they can't where they come from because they don't have a sewer system, so they throw away their toilet paper.
Can we start a GoFundMe for their sewer system? That just makes me sad.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, if you funded that, it would just turn to crap if they don't know how to upkeep it, you know?
I know.
But anyways, they still have a lot better than, like, certain places in, like, Africa and the Middle East.
Oh, yeah, there's places where you just climb up a hill and poop. Or you poop in the water in India.
Oh, God, yeah, and they really should stop doing that.
Yes, that's very good advice.
I'm filled with good advice. Everyone should listen to me.
Do you hear that, India?
I know fix somebody. India.
I can fix India. Just stop pooping in the water.
Yeah.
There, we're good.
Stop inbreeding and, like, you know, give minimum wage to your poor.
Yeah, do that.
Stop being an asshole.
There's a billion of them.
Just stop being assholes. Rich Indians, stop it. And also stop sending your educated over here. We don't need them. No more Indian doctors. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Anyways, yeah, so I worked for Pentel. It was a temp job. And there was this lady that would come in with like a Walmart catalog, and all the other women would circle what they wanted and put their initial on it. And she would go into Walmart over the weekend and steal the stuff in the catalog and then sell it out of her trunk.
Booster. I know a lot of boosters. Well, I used to know. Not anymore, but yeah. I'm from the hood. I know boosters.
I didn't even know it had a name.
Yeah, I was actually on a job once with a lady and we had to take a client out and walk and, you know, get them ready for society, like. And I would go to the car and she'd just kind of show up with shit every once in a while. It took me a minute to realize she's not shopping. Stop stealing when we're on the job, lady.
Wow.
She did. She finally did. She's actually a smart person. She just ghetto, ghetto
she
people.
did it for the money or for the thrills? Or?
Kind of both, I think.
Huh.
I really think it kind of got to the point where it's fun, it's free, just stealing stupid shit. Like, those cheap fake rings and shit from I don't know what the store is called. Like where you get your ears pierced. You have all that fake jewelry. It's like $2 jewelry. Why are you stealing this shit?
Yeah, that's retarded.
In one of our malls that's crumbling, there's a store that just sold balloons, but never actually sold any balloons. It was like a prostitution.
Huh.
Yeah, people would order balloons.
That's a weird.
Yeah, they order
weird
balloons.
Cover.
I thought so too.
Well, in Inland Empire, there were a lot of shady looking massage businesses that like, oh, come get a massage here, but like it was all black. Where it should be like a glass.
Yeah.
Wall or whatever, which is like blacked out and like just this like massage. And it would
your
be
fingers on, I think.
Oh.
Okay, is that how you tell where you can have the extra fun time?
I don't know. Are you looking?
No, but I was always curious.
I don't go into them. I just figured that's what that is. That has to be what that is.
Like, how do you, if you are one of those people,
because if someone's going into that dingy place for a massage, like,
yeah, I guess like
who would do that
or something would let you know that this is probably the place you want to be.
No, I've never been inside of them. You just see them and they're always like in secluded areas of town, and like they're just dingy looking. You can't see inside, and it just had like big letters massage. I mean, I don't know, they could be legit massage places, but like I'm pretty sure they're not.
Like, how many times has somebody gone into like a legit massage place thinking that, and just flips over like, all right,
Oh no.
Do you get arrested for that, or
probably depends on the masseuse, I guess?
If it's Gary, he's like, okay. No, Gary, stop.
I really wish you didn't use that name. That is fucking funny.
Uh-oh. Do you know Gary?
I do. And he hates his name because his name's always like the butt of jokes. So I'm going to tell him about that.
Gary? It just sounds gay.
No, it doesn't. It's
Gary.
a good... It means spear.
I'm sure it does, but I'm sorry.
It's a good, strong American name.
I hate my name, so it's okay.
In SpongeBob, there's a Gary.
Is there?
Yeah, right? That dude. The other one.
Know.
The pink one.
Is that Gary? No.
Isn't that Gary?
That's not Gary. Oh, no. Chat, help us out. That's not Gary.
Are there people actually listening to this?
It's 10. There was 18, and then we started to talk about our
stories. Oh, wow, there's 18? I know. They were like, fuck these guys. Who the fuck
they left. It's stupid. I went and looked at our last live stream analytics, and money-wise,
you
it's
could
like
see the drop.
One of my better money, but for the views at least. But the average run or listening time is like 6 minutes on like a hour podcast.
That makes sense though.
Does it?
Well, yeah. I mean, who has like an hour?
Right. Well, but 6 minutes? That means that because we got people that watch the whole thing. There's people in the chat room that will watch the whole hour.
But the thing is, like, that's what makes
people will jump on and listen to like 4 seconds and run off. Because it averages. So we got people that watch the whole hour, but only an average of 6 minutes is actually being watched. That means there's people that are watching only for a few seconds or minutes.
While it's live? Because I was going to say, like, I understand, like, does it count the live views?
Yeah, it counts the live views. Yeah, as soon as this goes off, you can go and look at all the thumbs up, and it'll have a count on it.
Well, I was going to say, because, like, live streams really are the most fun when it is live. But never mind if it counts that as well. Yeah,
that's true. But, okay, there's not too many people like me, but I think one of our guests said the same thing, that, at work, you could listen to the radio. So you need something that you can't, you don't need visual. So you just need something to listen to. And this podcasts are good for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have a solid 6-7 people that always come and comment and watch, and they like it. They're our fans. They love us.
We're gonna be famous. I'm telling you.
We are famous. We know Sean G.
That's right.
He's in California. Snow Scream. I don't know where he is, but he's letting people know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Opie. First time I've seen him, so
I like the name.
I do too.
It's a good name.
We lost. Drunk's gone though. That fucker.
Aw. I think he just like makes an appearance to like show support. Like, hi guys. He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Did you see my name that I came up for him? And like he immediately rejected.
Oh, what was it?
He rejected it in a nice way, but it was like, oh, that's a rejection. That was a no-go. He's like, oh wow, I'll have to think about it. I was like, oh.
Snow Screams is in Ferguson, Missouri.
Huh. How about that?
I'm sorry, what was his name?
I'm not saying.
What was his name, Jessica?
I'm not saying. It's stupid.
It's not stupid. It's hilarious, obviously.
I don't know. I thought steady. Never mind. I'm not saying it. Nope. Now, because it sounds gay now. No, that's weird.
That is weird.
Doesn't make any sense. No,
a steady stream like you're peeing?
No. Oh, God. I wasn't even thinking that. Stupid men.
I know. That's why I had to tell you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for informing me.
You're welcome. I'm here to help. What was it? Stream?
I'm not saying. It wasn't stream. It was steady.
Steady.
Mm-hmm.
Steady and drunk?
Why would that be silly?
Well, you're making me guess, and I'm going to start guessing really bad things in a minute.
Well, go ahead.
No, because now you put me on.
You don't have it.
Spot.
Ha ha ha.
No, I don't. I thought
called
I could think
your
of
bluff.
something. Well, I'll just go ask Drunk, and he'll tell me.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
No, he won't.
And he can't even hear you right now. So
he's sworn to secrecy. I just sent him a tweet.
A Twitter? I sent him a Twitter.
I sent him a tweet.
You sound like me.
Doesn't it sound bad when you're like, oh, I'm on Twitter? Oh, on my Twitter. Like, it just sounds wrong. I don't know why.
I don't want to tell people I'm on Twitter. I think when somebody tells me they have a Twitter, I'm like, oh, you're stupid, huh?
But you have a Twitter.
I know. I don't know why I think that, but I still think.
That's strange.
Like if somebody finds out I have a YouTube channel, it's like, oh, what, you think you're special because you got a YouTube channel?
You think that?
No, I don't. No,
oh.
I think that they think that.
Oh. See, I think I'm super cool because I have a YouTube channel. I tell everybody. I'm like, yeah, my one channel has like 1,000 subs.
I don't want
kind of an important person around here.
I tell nobody.
You have 7,000.
Yeah, if I hit like 100,000 and can make money or something, maybe I'll tell people. But right now, I got 7,000. Every one of my videos gets demonetized. I make nothing. Mm. Well, that's not true. I do make some here and there. I'll get a check this month. Woohoo! But I've been screwed for many, many months.
That sucks. I've never made a dime on YouTube.
I need to start. Well, do you even have the option to monetize? Did you set all that up?
I don't even know how to do that.
Oh, so you don't got an AdSense account?
No.
That's all you got to do is go get an AdSense account.
I don't want to make money on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, that's even easier. There's less stress, less problems.
Yep. And I'm beholden to no one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not beholden to anybody.
Yeah, but you always have to, like, you know.
What?
Huh?
I got a what?
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 You have to be careful what you upload because, you know, it's not like what the people want. You lose that
I care, like,
sweet revenue.
Want. Have you not seen my videos? They're all over the goddamn place. I get people that watch these videos get 100,000 views about this one subject, and then I never talk about that subject again. I'm bad at being a YouTuber.
You know how many times I've said in my videos that I was going to do like a series of something, and I never ever do.
I was
going to do like a series of like the worst places that aren't America or that aren't like white countries.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is during the time to like, I got sick and tired of people shitting on white people, so fuck you. I'm going to illustrate some really shitty non-white countries out there, and it'll be great. That's going to make a series of it. Yeah, fuck off, you know? But I never got around to it. I will, though. I will make all of them one day.
You're 2120. Jessica's mainly a robot at that point, making YouTube videos. If they came to you right before you died and said, hey, we can put you in this robot body and you can live forever, but you won't have like smell or touch or, you know, that kind of senses, would you do it?
No.
Really?
I feel like I'd go crazy without my senses. And plus, that's like what life is about.
But you get to live.
Yeah, but who cares? What's the point of that? What's the point of living if you can't like have like what would you do?
Your normal stuff. You couldn't feel the air.
You couldn't feel any sensation on your fingers.
Yeah. Well, unless they invent
on anything.
Yeah, I know.
You wouldn't even have chemical responses during an interesting conversation.
Well, no, you could do that.
How would you do that?
Well, because your brain's still connected. They can take your brain out and put it in a robot.
All right. Well, you know, then at least you got something. I still wouldn't do it, though. Haven't you ever seen any TV shows of people that live forever? They're always miserable.
Yeah, but I feel that's TV, and they're just trying to make it spectacular.
Think about that, though. Like, after a while, you'd experience everything there is to experience. Like how depressing would that get? It's like, I used to play The Sims, and I could, like, own the whole entire town and have all this money, and then it's like, what's the point? You, like, already won it all.
We'll go conquer the town next to you.
Yeah, once you've conquered enough towns, they're all the same. They all look the same. It's just like Ecclesiastes. You know, nothing new under the sun. Vanity of vanity. All is vain.
Well, it's not really fair because you got this afterlife. There's a lot of people that don't believe that. So
does that scare you?
What, dying? No, that's game over. I get to sleep. I'm done.
But you don't get to sleep. You're just gone.
Yeah, that's sleeping.
Just poof, gone. Poof.
I know. Try to sit there and imagine nothing. Just nothing.
It's sad, the idea of that.
Well, yeah, but you're not around to be sad. So.
Yeah, but you're able to, like, understand now. See, okay, but what if there is an afterlife and it's either, like, heaven or hell?
Right. That's, I'm fucked.
You don't have to be. Have I ever told you about the good news, Ryan?
I can't follow the rules very well, Jessica.
There aren't very many rules.
There's a lot of them.
Just sign. There's not.
Just sign.
Just say these words. Just say them because they're magic. That's what a lot of Christians think. They think that you could, like, save someone just, like, if they say the sinner's prayer, but that's bogus.
Hey, I'm baptized. I'm good. That's how it works, right?
That's not how it works.
That's not what John the Baptist said.
Really? What did John the Baptist say?
He said, just dunk your head and you good.
Wow. What Bible did you read?
The ghetto version.
There actually was a ghetto version of the Bible that was made. I don't know if you...
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
I want to read it, too.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was actually, like, during the cotton picking days.
It
was, I'm telling you. Like, my dad tells the story all the time, and I can't believe I can't remember what it was called.
Well, you know how they said that they took their religion when they came over to pick cotton? That's not true. They let them, or I don't know if all places let them do it, but
there were Christian plantations that were like, no, you must stop sacrificing those chickens, because there was like Puritans and whatnot.
Well, a lot of slaves became Christian because they were able to not have to work on Sunday for some hours, and they could go and watch the Bible talking. They had to watch from outside.
Well, it's just like when I was in juvie, there'd be a lot of people that weren't Christians that said they were, so that way they could get out of their cells.
Yep.
On Sundays.
I think slavery's a lot of the same.
Yep.
Plus, their God. I mean, who's their God? Maybe he wasn't that good.
I think they believe in like spirits or something.
Plus, if
Nature?
your God lets you get captured and be a slave,
yeah, that kind of sucks. Fuck
yeah,
him.
dude.
Yeah, hey, these white people seem to have it pretty good. I wonder who they're worshiping.
See if his guy's good.
Hey, God was good to them though. Got them freed and set up in this nice country.
Yeah, it's terrible to say it like that, but yeah, if you're black and in America, be fucking thankful, because the odds of you being happy in Africa are very, very low. I mean, there's some very happy, rich black people in Africa, not many though, and it's hot.
And they're scary animals.
Giant
like fucked up
fucking
animals that you shouldn't be living. You have no business living near.
A giraffe will fuck you up.
Yeah, no, dude, they fight with their necks. Have you ever seen them fighting each other?
Yeah.
They like swing their necks around like
baseball bat. Clunk. That sucks. The only way I can hurt you is by hurting myself. Damn it. God didn't think of that one through.
Or maybe he just finds it funny.
It could.
So he's
maybe have their necks ever like got twisted up so it couldn't get undone.
No, I don't. I think that's cartoon.
Like a bow tie. Oh, there's that cartoon.
That's Cartoon World.
I seen it somewhere. I know I did.
In the cartoons.
So we got any more stories? I know you got more stories.
Well, let's see here.
We're losing our watchers.
Oh, fucking assholes.
No, we don't care. The ones that left, fuck them. They can't hear me now anyways.
Yeah. They can go fuck themselves. And then like later someone's gonna rewatch the stream and he's like, I had a birthday party to get to. He's like all sad. Did you say that?
At midnight.
You never know. Maybe he's a tweaker. I don't know.
I think these live streams are more for me at this point.
Well, it's fun.
I do. I just enjoy talking to you and talking stupid shit about the world. I was burning down. And hopefully my kids will be able to watch this in 10 years.
Well, no, that's awesome.
Well, my kid, when she came back here, she ran back here and we had bad fucking rain. And we got some rain came in through the door in the back. And she comes running back to the room and she didn't see the water. She slips and falls on her butt. No, she's fine. She's a tough girl. And
yeah, I heard her laugh about it.
Yeah.
She was excited, like, hey, guess what just happened to me?
Yeah, exactly. She came to hand me the phone because somehow she clicked our live stream and she didn't want to listen to it anymore.
Oh, she's like, what's this awful stuff?
Get this shit off my phone, Dad. Some stupid people talking. Kind of sounds like you.
Yeah, I don't have any more stories. I mean, I could try to see if I could. I could see if I could. What?
You don't have any more stories? I wasn't putting a gun to your head or nothing.
I felt like you were. I felt a lot of pressure.
Did you?
I did.
Is that working? Is my hand going through the internet right now?
No, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm hitting the microphone.
Oh.
Probably annoy the shit out of some listeners. I wish I knew we were, if we could be like in cars, like people would listen to us in cars. So I do like cop sounds to make them think they're getting pulled over.
Or like randomly scream.
We have some local guys that
like make like a screeching sound, like a car is like sliding, you know.
About to hit them. We have some local guys that when the iPhone first came out, they had that particular sound that made, you know, for notifications. I don't know how to make the sound, but they would run it over the air just to see how many people would check their fucking phones.
Wow.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. That's funny. I mean, you're not there to see it.
I didn't quite understand what happened. What did you do?
Okay, when the iPhone first came out, and when like you would get a message or something, they had a specific sound just for the iPhone, like a notification, like a beep. So they would play that over the radio just to see how many people would check their phones.
How did they know they checked their phones?
Because they would call them. They have a I don't know how to describe it. They have like their own little Twitter where you can just go listen to their show all the time, and you see people text about how they checked. I don't know. The story sounds kind of dumb now that I'm telling it.
Still, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I was just gonna be like, oh wow, that's crazy.
I wish you would.
Anyways,
it would have made it much easier. But no, you had to embarrass me.
Well, I'm sorry. I feel like you kept pressing it along. Like, no, we will continue to talk about this.
Thanks for helping me out there, Jessica.
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible co-host. I thought that was established.
I went over to Sean G's channel and we hung out like, I don't know, it was Monday or something like that. And I pretty much had to run the whole damn show because he just kind of quit. He just left and did things while I hosted his fucking stream. But I talked to a guy that's from Baltimore. He seemed like cool. I don't call him a kid because I don't think he's a kid, but yeah, he's talking about racism and murder rates up there, and he was like walking to a really bad area to work, and you could tell that his head was on a swivel. Like he kept on looking around to see if anybody's going to rob him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you got to do that to go to work, find a new job.
Yeah.
In fact, move out of the city.
Get a car. Or a knife.
Or a knife.
Yeah, a knife works. Carry a rock with you. That's intimidating looking.
Walk around with a boulder.
Yeah, just like, I'll fuck you up. Stay away from me.
Get one of those maces from medieval
times. I was going to ask you, is that what you have by your character in your YouTube, or is that a bong?
No, it's a mace.
It's a mace, huh?
Yeah.
Was that always there?
No, I just put it in.
Oh,
I changed the colors of stuff, and yeah, I had 7,000 subs, so I was like, oh, I got to do something. And since I can't draw and all my fan art is never being made for me, I was like,
well, like maybe you shouldn't be a dick to people that want to make you fan art.
I'm not.
maybe then you'd get some fan art.
Well, if you're a sub of mine or a follower of mine or whatever you want to call, and I'm a dick to you, I'm sorry, but that's kind of how the
you were a dick to me. I was gonna make you fan art, and you were like, yeah. About that.
I know you're talking about you. I was trying to be more general. I didn't say I wasn't going to use it or anything. All I said is...
Yeah. Oh, sure. That'll do for now until I pay for blah, blah, blah. So fuck you. I'm still planning on making like the most awesome alien character, and I'm going to sell it.
Just rip it up. Just make a video of making it.
No, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make a video about all the money I make from it.
You ain't making
rubbing that money on my face. No, but the alien that you could have had if you weren't an asshole.
You gonna do what? You gonna rub the money where?
On my face. I'm gonna clean it first. I'll run it through the washer.
Why would you do that?
Because that's what you do when you're rubbing money in other people's faces. You rub, it's a thing. It's a thing. He would. Oh my god! Like my face would probably break out like with like the most hideous. I get like hepatitis C or something somehow.
Well, like all money. Possible. All money has like cocaine on it.
Yeah, and like has been like in strippers' underwear or whatnot.
Oh, geez, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's a good point. You might have herpes.
Disgusting fuckers that don't wash their hands in the bathroom. I hate money. Oh god, money's nasty.
You ever been in that bathroom and somebody come out and you know that they went a little too hard on the bathroom and they just walk by the sink like it doesn't even exist?
Yeah. I've worked with people that were like that.
Oh, Jesus.
It's disgusting. It's absolutely. That's why I don't go to the gym. Because I used to go to the gym. I'd go all the time for years. And then that study came out about like staff problems that they have. Like gyms are dirty. And
Yeah.
so, like,
Half
that's why I
infection
won't go
everywhere.
there. Mm-hmm. It's gross. People are nasty. I hate people.
I walk in a gym and see all those people working, and I just get tired.
Really?
Yeah, it's like watching a soccer game. Boy, I'm exhausted. Like, God, that has to be tiresome running all that yards.
I used to hit the gym pretty hard. I used to go every other day. I did that for
Yeah.
years, and I'd go into the weight machine because, like, I am very strong, and so I lift these weights, and like I always felt like competitive, especially if it was another chick like next to me. I was had to like, well, and it was easy though to like be lifting way more than her. But like if I were on the treadmill, I'd like run like 2 extra more than her, and like a good minute after she was done running, I would ask, I don't know.
Does she know you were in this competition, or she?
No,
was
this
in
is actually like a common thing because I've talked to my friends that like do the same thing,
just
or they've
find
noticed
somebody and
other
compete against them?
Mm-hmm.
Do they tell them that they're competing against
No,
them?
you know, because when the other person goes beep beep to do the incline more to go faster, the other person goes beep beep beep, like just like a little bit more.
I want to go. I will go to a gym and just start doing that to everybody, just to wear the shit out of everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like drink a ton of Monsters that day.
So was that when you were like lived in California?
Yeah, that was like between the ages of 18 to like 25.
Now, when you were living in California, did you feel it more of an obligation to be more fit?
No,
More fit?
no, I liked the
Really?
power.
Okay. I would think with all those people that try to be perfect out there, it kind of
Well, no, I'm a broad girl.
subconsciously.
I have like broad shoulders and broad hips, and like I just in California, like most girls out there, they're very little and petite. So even if I were like completely in shape, it doesn't matter. Plus, I hate fashion, so like it doesn't matter how in shape you are if you don't wear, you know, the fucking bullshit up to date fashion stuff. Like they hate you anyways. I hate them. I never gave a shit about what they thought about me.
Oh, good.
They can go fuck themselves.
I saw a video. This was in New York that these guys were making fun of this kid for wearing the same shoes that he wore the day before.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that's
rich.
no wonder everybody's broke in fucking New York.
Hmm.
That one guy got made fun of having an 8-ball jacket and he slapped the shit out of a girl.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't see that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's a timeless one. There's like 3 black chicks just going in on this Puerto Rican guy. Just wouldn't leave him alone, calling him names, just fucking with him. And then started to make fun of his 8-ball jacket because he had like a leather jacket that had an 8-ball on the back of it from like the 80s or early 90s maybe. And I think she swung at him or spit at him, and he just smacked her real quick and like knocked her butt down.
Oh, she swung at him first?
I think so, or spit at him or something.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's acceptable.
Yeah, I was okay with it. All right,
Yeah.
give me a second.
That's not fine. That's like cheese.
Baby, it is 12:30. You gotta go to bed.
That's like cheese.
Okay, we'll get you some cheese.
Well, let me see here. Let me see if I can access the chat.
Oh, I got it.
Hold on, it's updating. I train every day, but I fight. So, what did Snow say? People need to wash their hands and other places more. I agree. I exercise. My Second Amendment. Right. That's pretty right on. Hi, Drunk for Battle. No, I can't handle a chat. If you're talking to me. I don't know. When I hear about people cleaning money, I think of people buying and selling to cover their tracks. No, literally, wash your dollar bills. 20 times a day might be a bit much, Snow Scream. Just a tad bit. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna look at the news stories that I forgot to look at today. Okay, drunk man tells. Oh damn it! My stupid phone's refreshing. Drunk man tells police he's a time traveler from 2048 with a warning from the future.
Yes, I love that story.
Did you read it?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, what's the rundown?
He was a drunk guy, and he said that the world was going to end. Was it? It was very.
Oh, he didn't even have like a fantastic story behind it.
I'm trying to think. I don't think he did. I think it was something. No.
He told the police the aliens
Aliens
had to fill his body with alcohol while he stood on a giant pad, which transported him to 2017, even though he was supposed to be in 2018. Police reported Johnson had watery red eyes, slurred speech, and smelled of alcohol. A breathalyzer showed he had a blood alcohol content of 136. Huh.
I think that's like twice or three times the legal limit. So,
is it? Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, he's worrying about the future. Cynics, the future alien invasion.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I do. It will be glorious.
Is it imminent?
It's coming.
Well, I'm heading to the caves. I'll be okay.
No, you'll be fine. All my subs. That's why I was sent here to find the best people, and the only best people I can find are the subs. And we'll let you live in zoos.
Zoos. That reminds me of a Nickelodeon scary show I saw where they did that.
What was that?
If I weren't so tired, I would have been able to give a better description of it.
There's a Nickelodeon. It was like they were around a campfire and they'd tell scary stories.
Yes. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember. I think it was one of those.
I liked that show. And Goosebumps.
It was good. Mm-hmm. Oh, especially Goosebumps.
Goosebumps all over.
Did you see the Tupperware one? Where it turned out that mom was putting his kid in Tupperware, and that's what like preserved them all.
Now, is that from Erie, Indiana, the TV show? There's a TV show called Erie, Indiana. And
what was the setup on that one?
A kid or a family moves to Erie, a town called Erie, Indiana, and he has the teenage, like 13-year-old kid has a redheaded friend, and just like Bigfoot is in the city, and Elvis is a neighbor, and just weird things happened. It went like 2 seasons.
Okay, is that where that's from?
Yeah, well, they had an episode where, the mom would sell Tupperware, and she had twin boys, and she would put the twin boys in a Tupperware every night and keep them young. Yeah. And then one night they escaped, and they actually, grew to their normal size within a night.
You know, some of those Goosebumps, or no, what is it called? The one around the campfire.
Campfire?
I don't know. Some of them were really scary. I remember this one where this like girl died, and like every night she came like out of the lake going like, I'm cold. And just like floating towards the other girl. Cold. I can't get that. And now I'm fucking freaked out because I'm out in the wilderness by myself.
You lucky I don't live near you.
That would be awful. I already know. That'd be absolutely fucking awful. I'd make sure you have no idea which window was mine. No idea at all.
So much. And then I'd get eaten by a bear trying to fuck with you.
You get shot in the foot. Jeez. I would shoot you in the foot, and you deserve it. That's not okay.
Even realize it's me, Ryan, and then shoot.
And you'll have deserved it.
I can feel the love. It's all over. Campfire Tales? Is that the name of it, drunk? I was probably older than what I should have been for watching it, but I didn't care.
Yeah, I was an appropriate age for that show.
I watch cartoons now, so shit.
I do too. My dad used to watch all my shows with me. Rugrats, that was like our favorite TV show. But he used to smoke pot, so
yeah.
Oh, there's a common thread.
Yeah. My kids have horrible TV shows to watch.
Aw. Do you ever try to get them like excited about a certain one you want to watch? Do you ever get like frustrated? Be like, no, we're gonna watch this show.
I told you I spent like $40 or $30 on Beetlejuice, and they didn't want that.
Yeah, but like, do you insist like, no, it's my TV time. We're gonna watch
I'm
Beetlejuice.
I'm not fighting with a 4-year-old. Jeez.
Aw, I bet you do.
I want to. I want to
Like,
kick them down.
No dessert tonight. Unless you
No
sit here and
food.
you enjoy the show with me. Like you're all like excited as you're watching it, and they're busy playing with other toys. You're like, you're not seeing. Look, something really cool's about to happen. That's how I
Grab
would
their
be.
toy from them, throw it across the room. Pay attention. This is a good show. Stop crying. Why are you crying?
Oh my god. That was too far.
No, because I just make those jokes. I don't actually do that stuff. My kids would beat me up.
Would they? They'd gang.
Yeah.
They'd gang up together to beat you up.
Hell yeah, they beat me up when I'm sleeping. My kid, she comes in. She can put her shoe on, but for some reason she wants me to put her shoes on. And if she comes in here and I'm sleeping, she will smack me in the head with her shoe to wake me up.
That's pretty fucking funny.
That's not funny. Stop it.
It's pretty funny. Sorry. My dad, he studied kung fu for years, and he used to like fight like his buddies in the garage and stuff. Like he's really well known. He knows how to do all that shit. And like
Your
for
dad
years,
is a kung fu biker.
Well, he's not like a biker anymore, but yeah. No, he knows how to fight. Oh my god, he knows how to fight. Like you don't fuck with my dad, and like it's just known when you see him, you know. But anyways, I always try to like best him, but like he's so good at it. Like he'd be laying on the couch, and me and my friend would just like rush him, and we just wanted to land one fucking punch. But he could block with his leg and with his arms, and it never mattered like how fast we tried to punch him. Like nope.
Yeah, Taekwondo is what I took, and the main thing was to block everything until they got tired, and then you could just punch them.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad would like try to teach me like the super punch. I don't know if it was called the super punch or power punch or something. Or like like the 1-inch punch, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Where you have your fist like an inch away from the chest.
Yeah.
So he would teach me like by actually like punching me. So no, and sometimes like he'd be play fighting or whatever, and like he'd jab like right by my face but not hit my face, and I kept warning him that like one day he's going to accidentally hit my face, and one day he did. It was terrible. Are you there?
Yeah.
That was an awkward story to tell, and then silence.
No, I heard you. My kid just fell on her butt again. She comes in here, and I can't tell if she's laughing or crying. She's like, hey.
Oh, no. Probably like looking to see like how she should feel. That was the thing, like with my parents. Whenever one of us kids fell, they would laugh.
Yeah.
Because kids look at you to determine like how should I feel about the situation.
Should I be hurt right now?
Yeah. So if you rush at them, they'll know, and then they'll always like act that way when they get hurt.
Right. No, that's a good point. But still, it's my little girl, so I automatically, if I had a boy, I'd probably be a little rougher.
You do you. But I think that's probably why like I'm crazy, and like I don't know, but whenever we got hurt as kids, like my dad and my mom would like just like ha 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 ha, like laugh, and then we would laugh, and so now I don't know, we think it's funny to like scare people and whatnot.
My kids went through a phase of acting like they were dead. Yeah, not funny at all. Especially the first time.
Jeez.
They
like
saw
elaborately, like
yeah, like
ketchup's like been like poured on the arm or whatever.
No, just lay there, and when you try to move them or something,
oh my god, that's terrifying.
Wow. It is. I'm the parent that I'll go into my kid's room and look
and make sure they're breathing. Yes, I did that with my stepkids all the time.
Weird. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I mean, as a baby, I understood because they can fucking stop breathing for no reason at all. But my kids are like 7, and they probably don't need to be checked in on. I do not laugh like a little girl. Do I laugh like a little girl? That's it. Why are you
Little bit.
laughing? That's fucked up.
Did he actually address that to you?
Yeah, Sean the asshole G did.
Oh, Sean is an asshole. Asshole.
He knows it.
He's a funny asshole, though.
I think that's
So
why
it's
he gets along
acceptable.
with us. Yeah, no, absolutely. You're funny at it. I'm okay with you. So when are we doing a collab video?
I was totally thinking that we should. I think that like it should be my elf character.
Okay.
And like you should be like doing a video, right? Like you're alien sitting there and like you're talking about something, and then all of a sudden you hear crazy laughter and like the bushes behind you like shaking, and then here comes my little elf character.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
We gotta find a good topic.
Now you have to understand like my elf character is very violent.
Good.
That's what makes her funny. So it'll be good. We'll have to like try to riff something. Like, 'cause I don't think like it'd be hard to write. You know what I mean? Like I've tried that before with other people, like try to write like a thing where you're having a conversation, but that's weird. You just have to like.
Is it?
Yeah, like unless you're like talking to the person.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think
You know what I
could
mean?
write.
Like,
I've
okay,
never,
here's my part. What do you say after that?
Yeah, I've never wanted to do a collab just because of stuff like that. I wouldn't understand. I don't want to take all that time. But me and you could sit here and do a live stream and do it, and I could take it and.
Honestly, yeah, you could probably actually search through old ones and be like, oh, that one would be perfect. That's a funny blah, blah, blah.
No,
And
we need to do it on a topic where we can get you subs.
Fine. Oh, I don't care about subs.
I know you don't. I need people that care about subs, so I can't be the only powerhouse. The massive 7,000 followers.
Oh, wow, the massive. Doesn't that feel good, though? You're like the top dog. Like, I would totally be rubbing everyone's face in it if I were.
No, it's nothing but pressure for me, and that's why I don't even put videos out anymore. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it does get that way. Like when I got to only 1,000, I started feeling like that.
Like people are expecting shit from me now.
Mm-hmm.
Like my shout out videos will get like a couple hundred views. Not shout out for these live streams. Which is weird because I just put it in the title what it is, and it's like 11 seconds long, so you should know what it.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to watch it.
It's right there. You don't have to click.
I'm just trying to give you a heads up.
Yeah, I showed my dad one video I had made. It was one about like relationships in the West and blah blah blah, but it was like an artsy one.
Yeah.
And my dad came out. He's like, "You will never make another video as good as that one. Like, so just give up. That's
it's
it.
All down.
You will never top it."
Honey, I love you, but you can't do anything better than this.
He actually said it like as if it was like a really bad thing. Like, I'm sorry, you just set yourself up. Like, everything's gonna suck now, and people are gonna hate you. He didn't say that last part, but.
Your dad in California?
No, he's in the state I just left.
Well, that just
I miss my dad.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Kelly Fish, love your channel, guys. No, Kelly, we love you. There would be no us without you.
I don't know Kelly.
I don't either.
Who's Kelly?
I don't know. We got to kiss up though. We're losing people.
Fine. Okay, keep watching.
Fine, keep watching. Damn. I'd rather you just go kill yourself, but whatever.
Jeez, wow. No, I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
So are we heading to the second channel? Are you going to open the floor? Or?
Yeah, we could do that. You want to do that? It's 1 o'clock. It's been 2 hours. We kind of been bullshitting for the last half hour.
Yeah.
Well, let me set it up while we're just keep talking. Keep bullshitting. Or just sit in silence.
I'm like so low energy. I don't know why. Well, I woke up at like I worked for 2 weeks straight after not working for like 5 years.
Kind of tired, aren't you?
I am, but like I had 2 monster drinks after not having like monsters all week, so I'm in that weird zone,
Right. I have all these live streams ready to go, and I can't delete them. But I don't know how to use them.
What?
No, never mind.
You mean like ones that you set up, you had to bail on them or something, and so they stay there?
I actually tried to set up one, and it was so slow that I just kept on hitting do a live thing. So, but the computer was reading it; it just wasn't reacting that fast. So by the time I quit hitting the button, there was like 5 of them of the same title and everything. Yeah.
Huh. So you just set them to private or delete, or they don't show up on the?
No, they don't show up or anything, but I can't delete them or anything. Yeah, I mean, it's not
really irritate me.
It's not hurting anything. It's just I'm very picky about
like
things being in order.
Yeah. No, and I have so like on my phone, there's this thing for YouTube like settings, and I have like where you can access like all the power settings or whatever. It's a separate app, and it keeps all of my videos that I have since deleted before on there, and I absolutely hate it. There's no way to delete it from the it's just stored there. Like, I remember that video. That was it sucks.
You ever talk to Tom? Tom never shows up anymore.
No.
I see his his tweets.
Seen his Twitter?
Yeah. Oh, did I fuck this up? I might fuck this up. No, I didn't. All right, people. I gotta go to the Cynics 2 channel. If you want to talk more shit, you can actually jump in the conversation over there. We got 14 viewers here, so I expect 14 viewers over there away.
Every single one of them. We'll know.
We'll know. Well, yeah, because I can count. I learned that a couple days ago.
I can count too.
Gotta take my shoes off real quick, but I'll get it.
Yeah. I've got an abacus. It helps me.
Those are weird. I never got those.
I loved those as a kid. Oh my god. They're just like constantly like one side and then to the next side.
Right, but they're actually used for something, not just
I didn't know. I didn't care.
Japanese know. They're good at that shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Japanese are weird. Yeah, they're a freak of nature.
All right, on that note, we are jumping to
I'm just kidding, they're not.
It's too late. I already said it.
Nothing I say should at all be attributed to me.
I love that. I want that. Can we make that a bumper sticker?
Okay, I'll make it a t-shirt and I'll sell them.
All right, Jessica, give me a second. I'll send you a link.
Okay.